Hey, what's up guys? Justin at Empire Music in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and empiremusic.com online. Here today checking out a new one from Gibson. This is the J-45 Special. We'll get into this guitar in a second. Before I do, I want to remind you this guitar is available at empiremusic.com, where you'll find a full photo suite on this guitar. We list all the guitars by serial number with actual photos of the guitars. And also know that we do a full pro setup on these guitars before they ship to you. So this guitar will pass through multiple sets of hands before getting packed up and shipped to you when you purchase from Empire. We like to think that's something that we excel at better than anybody in the business. If you have questions about what that is or about these guitars, please go to the website. We have a chat feature there. We'll also gladly take a phone call and talk through specs and find you the right guitar. The Gibson J-45 Special was announced to us that they'd be coming out with this guitar at the end of 2024 is when we found out about them. Gibson officially announced the guitar to the general public at the 2025 NAMM show, and today is really the first day I've gotten one of these guitars in my hands. They're just starting to hit the stores ahead of the launch here. So my initial impression of these guitars, I think it's a really great value at $2,000. You think about all the other acoustics out there from legacy brands, especially at $2,000, and this really hits a mark. Let's talk about what makes this guitar what it is. So first off, we have a J-45 made very much in the style of a J-45 standard. Mahogany back and sides, Sitka spruce top. Neck profile we all know and love, Grover tuners. Where this starts to deviate is the nitrocellulose satin finish as opposed to the lacquer that we find on the J-45 standard, and a little bit of a different depth. So one thing that you notice right out of the gate, this guitar is a little bit easier to get around, being a slope shoulder dreadnought. Concert body depth, so it's roughly a ½ inch more shallow than a regular J-45. I don't have the official measurement, but doing an unofficial comparison before this video, that it's about a ½ inch more shallow. So easier guitar to get around, and sonically not going to be exactly the same as a J-45 standard. So I find the lows to be much tighter on these. I find the guitar to be overall more balanced than a J-45 standard. But it's a lot of fun to play. You're not missing out on lows on this guitar by any means. It's just voiced a little bit different. So making a guitar at the $2,000 price point in Bozeman, Montana, in the USA is not an easy thing to do. And I think that what this guitar adds up to is still a lot of guitar for the money at $2,000. So we'll get into it here in a second, and I'll play this guitar a little bit more for you. But who is this guitar made for? I would say, any gigging musician. I could see myself playing a guitar like this that you could take out and not worry as much as a more expensive J-45. Great platform for recording, and it's just made for portability. It comes with a nice premium gig bag as opposed to the hard cased. Again, keeping the cost down on a guitar like this, but really a great guitar for a working musician or someone that can't stretch their budget up to a J-45 standard, but still wants something that's going to give you the sound that a J-45 is known for producing, or a sound in and around that. So with that said, let me get into it. Let me play this guitar, and I'm going to do something a little bit different in this video that I don't typically do for a product demo video. I'm actually going to play a J-45 standard against this guitar. Just because that is kind of the standard of sound that everyone's going to have in their mind, and asking the question, how does this guitar compare? We can do a direct comparison here. So we'll give you both guitars in this video. All right, so that is the Gibson J-45 Special. A couple other things to mention, a couple differences. One thing you'll find electronically in the Special will be the LR Baggs Element Bronze pickup, versus the standard is going to have the LR Baggs VTC. So that's an important distinction there. But sonically, I think this guitar really holds up. It's a little brighter on the top end, tighter on the low end. But all the playability you would expect out of a Gibson instrument, again, made in the USA. If you have any questions about these guitars, please don't hesitate to hit us up here at Empire Music. Go to the website. Again, we have the chat feature there. I'm always standing by to take your call. Thanks for watching.